Awesome, family. So today, what we're going to be going ahead and covering is talking about an application that will allow you, right, to analyze the markets when it comes to Bitcoin and Ethereum, right, and be able to profit from the markets in literally a matter of using this as a way of scalping, right? Not necessarily swing trading, right, where you're holding positions and trade ideas for a much longer period of time, right? Here you can literally, take trade ideas by analyzing the market in literally a 15-minute time frame. So without further ado, family, I'm going to go ahead and introduce you guys to, right, the swipe coin scalper, family. This scalper not only is already programmed with an algorithm to help you, right, cut you the time in half, right, eliminating from you to have to do all this research. Yes, of course, I highly still recommend to be able to do your own analysis when it comes to trading, right, but still benefiting from a scanner like this that already scalps the market for you. It even gives you out trade ideas, right, when it comes to both Bitcoin and Ethereum. And as you can see, right, you're analyzing this from the 15-minute time frame. So here, right, you can see how already, right, this scanner itself gave a trade idea about an hour ago. So this scanner is constantly 24/7 scalping the markets for trade ideas. So you're able to come in here, right, and not only leverage the platform for education, but be able to learn how to leverage this to trade on your own at any given time from anywhere that you have Wi-Fi, which is amazing because now you get to literally make Wi-Fi money from absolutely anywhere in the world. So here, right, this scanner has already put out a trade idea roughly about an hour ago for a potential sell on a Bitcoin, right? We're looking at this again in the 15-minute time frame. So this is just to put in perspective how simple and easy it is to be able to use this scanner. And you're probably wondering, like, okay, Carmen, well, how can I learn how to use this scanner? Well, not only am I going to show you guys a few steps on how to be able to understand how to use it and the concept behind it, right? But we also have educators that are working across the board to help educate people like me and you who are coming into this completely brand new with no previous knowledge or education when it comes to investing, crypto, or anything in that space at all. So this has been literally simplified for individuals like us to be able to come in and profit from the markets, right? From the comfort of our phones. So here we can see that the scanner right now posted a trade idea stating that once price comes and breaks and closes below this zone, it confirms idea. So we can see here that the idea here is a sell. So we're looking to enter to sell Bitcoin here. So what we're looking here to do, guys, I'm gonna walk you through the simple steps on how to actually look and set up your chart to be able to take this trade idea. How would you do it if the alert already came out? Well, first and foremost, family, we're going to go ahead and switch over to a line chart. So by coming into this line chart, right, it gives us a better view, right, of the market without getting so confused or overwhelmed by looking at the candlesticks, right? So first and foremost, right, we've already gotten notified of a potential trade idea, and no, that does not mean get into the trade idea right away, right? It means to be able to still do your due diligence in the market and be able to solidify if this is a valid trade idea. So once we've already gone ahead and switched over to a line chart, we want to then go ahead and look to see where that blue line is at. Where is that blue line located? Is it close to this golden, yellow, orange line, whatever you want to call it? Yeah, it is roughly fairly close, if not almost hugging this yellow line. We see that's what it was just previously doing. So that lets you know right now that the market is kind of indecisive. It's not really doing much movement, and it might potentially not be a great area to get in just right yet. See, sometimes these trade alerts are given for future potential setups, right? That allow you to be able to profit in the market, right? Without having to just stay zoned into the markets 24/7, giving you so much more time freedom, right? So once we've done this, right, we can identify, okay, price is close to the yellow line, yes, but it is currently above, right? If we were looking for a sell idea, I need that blue line to be below, right? Below that yellow line. So essentially, right, once this comes down and actually breaks and closes below this zone, right, which is the zone we want to go ahead and break and close under, meaning that we want this blue line to come down, right, stop below it, and then continue on down. And as we can see, right, this is analyzed on a 15-minute time frame. So it's on 15-minute increments. So after every 15 minutes, a new candle, right, opens up. So we can see here, right, every candle represents 15 minutes. So let's go ahead and go back to the line chart. So we would need to wait. Of course, the market is not ready yet. I would need this to come back down. We see how it just previously was in this zone, right? It just never came down to actually officially close below it. So that would have to be one of the steps that we must wait for this to be a valid trade idea. So it's not that it's not valid, it just needs to be given time. We don't want to rush in and get in just yet and then risk, right, either blowing an account, being in red, just causing yourself unnecessary stress, right? Just be patient and wait for the market to come to you. So now that we've done this, right, we can see that, okay, well, what would be a zone that I would feel comfortable, right? Once price has already come below this green zone, that I would then feel like, okay, this is a good area for me to then get into a trade. So I then want to identify in the next step my areas of support and resistance. The best way to understand this, right, is like thinking of a floor and a roof, right? So if you're looking at an apartment complex, right, someone else's floor can be someone else's roof, right? So the concept here is looking at where does price stop and why, right? So here we can see, I want to go ahead and identify, right, an area of support where I think price can essentially go this low, right, before actually turning around. So I can see right here, I'm gonna, just chart up a few zones that I believe are a good area. Perfect. So the reason why I charted up these blue lines right here, right, are lines of support. This is where I feel like price has either come, hit, bounce back up, or it's come up to and then shot back down, right? That means that, like I said, someone else's floor can be someone else's roof. It can change, right? It can originally be a floor and then turn into a roof later on. It just lets you know that that's going to be a strong zone for price to react. So here we can see that price came numerous times to about this blue zone area, did quite a few touches, which we need to identify how many touches, right, have been made at this zone that would then notify us, hey, it's a valid line of support and resistance. See, you would need an average, really, if it's about between 1 to 2 days, you need about 3 to 5 touches. If it's beyond that, you need anywhere between 5 to 10 touches to make it a very solid area of action. So here we can see easily that it's already over exceeded 5 times of that touch. So me personally speaking, when I'm looking at this, yes, price can come below, come all the way down here, and guess what? It not close. What do I mean by the close? Waiting for those 15 minutes to be over, waiting for that next candle to open, right? And then identifying if the market is still going in the direction that you want. You have a 5-minute grace period of when that new 15-minute timer for that new candle that opens to then make a decision of whether you want to go into the market and sell in this particular case. So now, right, that I've already identified areas of support and resistance, right, and I have now identified how many touches have happened in this area of support, right, now I want to go ahead And this is where the educators come in and they help educate you on how to set up alerts so that you get notifications sent to your phone once price gets to that area. So then all that's left and required on you is to just wait for the timer, see how price reacts, and then be able to be on standby to hit and hit that trigger and get into the buy or sell, in this case the sell. So for me personally, just to make sure that I don't get faked out, right? If price does come back and close right below it, let's say maybe this blue line here, I'm not too comfortable going in at this first line. And the reason being is based off of the touches. Yes, I have 3 touches, but that still does not mean within a course of a day. Yes, it's a great zone, but I have way more touches down here, meaning that I would be so much more comfortable and confident, which is key, getting into this trade then, because then it allows me to know that it's finally gotten over this zone. Price has now gone below that golden line. It's officially broken and it's on its way down. Right, family? So once we do this, like I said, family, we'll go ahead and switch over to the candlesticks once more. And here you're going to see that all I'm going to wait is for price. We can see how previously price already came down here, and what happened? It wicked, right? So I want to make sure that I get a break and close and get it near this zone, because yes, it can easily come into my first line, right? The market will always repeat itself. That's one thing it'll ever do. It will always create the same patterns. It'll repeat itself over and over again. So we can see how it came here, definitely touched that first line, right? But then reversed. Do you really want to risk holding, being in red that long until it finally comes back down and then you're able to collect that profit? Or you can just be patient enough for it to come here. It didn't break and close below this blue line, as you can see. And then it just continued on the way up. I would rather be patient, right? Yes, I know it says this zone, but this is why education and putting your own analysis to it is extremely important, right? Extremely important, because it allows you to solidify the best points of entry. And the beauty about this education and the scalper is that it allows you, right, to be able to scalp the markets, to be in and out, to get as much as you can in a shorter period of time, right, than holding a trade idea for maybe days, weeks, or months at a time. Here you're able to clear within maybe a couple minutes or a few hours at most, right? Depending on how long you want to hold it once you're in profits, right? And just enjoy the ride. But how amazing is it to be able to learn from multiple 6 to 8 figure educators who've already, dedicated over a decade into this space, into this field, into scalpers like Swipe Coin, to give you access to exactly what they're using and give you that resource so that you can leverage this to make money online from home, as long as you, or anywhere, as long as you have Wi-Fi. This absolutely has changed the game, because you don't need to know anything to get started, yet you have the ability to learn and earn at your own pace. Put in the amount of hours that you desire, have the mentorship available to walk you through the blueprint of understanding where to get started, where to go, who to watch, how to understand this, have access to the one-on-one mentorship to exclusively answer any questions, concerns that you may possibly have. Make sure that you're currently on track with your financial goals, right? Have that support system, be a part of the culture, be surrounded by other like-minded entrepreneurs who are seeking, right, that financial freedom, that extra wiggle room, right, to be able to set themselves up for success. So family, if this is something that you see appealing, that you would like access to, that you would want to be able to learn how to multiply your current income, because I promise you, if you have money sitting in your savings account, even your checking account, your money is dying. And the way the inflation is going, it's over 6% higher than it was a year ago. And let me tell you, with 6% inflation, what 6% can excessively do for you in exchange, if you're investing it and growing that averagely daily, okay, what you have the potential to do in this space. So if you are interested in getting tapped in, being able to have access, getting exclusive mentorship, having resources and the education available to you, right, go ahead and reach out to me, right? The link is in the description, it is in the bio. Be able to make sure to get tapped in, join the family. Once you have gotten started, make sure to send me a screenshot. Follow me at I am underscore invincible EE_. And from there, family, we'll get you tapped in. We'll schedule a one-on-one private mentorship call, and we'll get you on your way and on your road to creating that financial freedom. Thank you, family. Have a blessed one.